Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another daily live stream. It's a little bit late today. I apologize for that. I'm on a new setup because I'm currently away seeing family. Not sure how good the Wi-Fi is. I'm not sure about any of the stuff right now. Please let me know at the beginning of the stream how it is panning out so far. But with that being said, without further ado, we got some very big updates in today's stream regarding Kaspa, regarding real developments, and hopefully much more big stuff coming very, very shortly in this space. Hopefully we're going to be very happy very, very soon. But yes, want to make a quick disclosure though, as I'm on a new setup, there's something that I've not been able to sort out completely. For example, in previous streams, I normally show the chat coming up on the screen, normally in the bottom left here. I'm unable to set that up for for the stream right now, so that'll be coming back probably on Monday or Tuesday when I get back home to my normal setup. But for this weekend, you have to make do with just my beautiful voice and me reading out the questions for all of you. But that being said, yes, a lot of big news coming right now. Kaspa is currently up 1.89% on the daily time frame, valued at 15.47 cents. So still hovering within this region that we spoke about for the past week. It's consolidating between this region, going between 16 to 14.5 cents. Good morning, good morning, Buffalo 3. What stream, my man? Sounds good. Great to hear from you, Mike. Thank you very much. And you too, Buffalo 3. Thank you both for letting me know that everything sounds very, very good. And yes, so therefore the stream should be hopefully going smoothly. If the connection drops out, I apologize. I'm not really sure how everything should be going right now, but either way, right now, yes, market's looking decent. Bitcoin seems to be making another push towards 100k. And I said beforehand, if Bitcoin goes to 100k or goes close to it again and gets rejected, we'll start seeing the price probably come downwards and correct towards 87k. That's my current prediction right now. You could argue that we've already seen Bitcoin get rejected right here around, I believe it was 99k, just short of that. We'll have to see what happens in the next day or two, but right now Bitcoin's at $97.3 thousand, now up 1.81% on the daily time frame. Hopefully by the end of this weekend we'll see a new all-time high of Bitcoin. Otherwise we'll have a completely different conversation around that point. Now, of course, I've been asked about XRP in my free Discord server, which is on screen right here. I can't link it in the chat, unfortunately, but it's on my YouTube homepage and also in the description of this live stream. Go check it out there. But people ask about why is XRP pumping. I'll be honest, I don't actually know. I think it's just a case of XRP lawsuits pretty much come to an end, more or less confirmed, if you will, and now XRP holders starting to pump the price up higher and higher. We have got some updates regarding that. Speaking of which, though, we do have the fact that apparently, XRP now surpassed BNB to become the 5th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. That's, it's quite a big deal with XRP. But also, we've got this post here that I might come back to a little bit later on, which is talking once more about Ripple and XRP and their position right now in the global financial system. Now, people don't like XRP. I get that. I do. So I'm not it's not an XRP stream. It's a crypto stream, mainly Kaspa stream. But again, I hold a bit of XRP because I believe in what I've seen and what I've researched and who I know about who speak about XRP. And this is one thing I hear about XRP, about how well connected they are with institutions, with the SWIFT system to become a form of payment in the global messaging financial world like the fiat currency is. I know it seems a little bit far-fetched, but again, time will tell. Either way though, XRP right now is doing very, very well. In the past 3 weeks or so, you could say XRP has increased in value by almost 4x. Yeah, that's a 3.5x there, from 50 cents up to $1.70. It's done in very, very well, all things considered. That's again very bullish people hold XRP. And I like Kaspa. Of course, Kaspa has been kind of taking its place, if you will, become a very, very stable coin, while XRP has been for 3 years. Kaspa has been doing this for the past year, so quite frustrating, I'd imagine. But either way, I'm still optimistic for where Kaspa is going to go in this cycle. And to get into that point, we've got this post here from the Kaspa enthusiast. Kaspa has been between $2 to $4 billion market cap range for about a year now. In 2021, so before Kaspa was launched, there was one currency where it was almost the exact same, and that was called Cardano ADA. Then Cardano ADA rose exponentially at the beginning of December 2020, so that would be, in a few days' time, if we compare the two, where it increased, where you can see it went from where it's at right now, increasing exponentially in just a span of a month or so. Now that's not Kaspa enthusiasts, and neither myself saying that Kaspa is Cardano. That's not what we're saying at all. What we are seeing is that what we're trying to highlight is effectively that we can see the price rise very, very quickly for crypto projects in just a span of 1 month. It can happen literally like a snap of the finger, almost instantly. If you compare the two projects right now, Kaspa, if it was meant to be the same market cap as Cardano right now, it would be at $1.50 almost. To be at all-time highs, it would be just short of $4. And this for me is still my prediction for Kaspa, because I think Kaspa is better than Cardano and will have smart contracts and 10Bps and tier 1 listings and KRI. All those sort of developments I think will let Kaspa probably a little bit laboured, a little bit late, but either way in due time I think Kaspa will have a run of its own going to passing Cardano in this cycle. If not, is what it is. For me, I still am bullish on Kaspa and I hold it for long term, 20 years plus, to where I think that Kaspa will definitely surpass and become a top 5, if not top 3 by that point. But either way, in continuation, we've got a lot of more bullish announcements. Mini alt season is very, very soon. Honestly, that is a possibility. If you go and check out the Bitcoin dominance, question here from Shanae. Apologize for butchering your name here. We can see the Bitcoin dominance is starting to correct a little bit. And I stated, I believe that if the Bitcoin dominance corrects below this trend line that I drew out, I think that would be the start of altcoin season. Also, it's when Ethereum makes a new all-time high. That typically is when you see altcoins start to run. So we are potentially starting to see a mini altcoin season here as Ethereum starting to rise in value, reaching near all-time highs, and the dominance is starting to come down a little bit. But yeah, altcoins is looking very, very decent right now, all things considered. And I think we could see a bit of a run very, very shortly, in my personal belief. Again, not financial advice. But yes, KRC20 meme coins are a graveyard. Yes, KRC20 is doing a little bit, a bit red right now. It's not doing very, very well. But again, I'm not too worried. I'm not worried because I've seen the developments coming up for memes and watching coming. Again, Kaspa, I believe, going to go much, much higher as well. For example, one of the developments here is you've got the addresses. The addresses now surpassed 530,000. I think that's a new all-time high for Kaspa. And it's becoming more diversified. That, about a month ago, was at 18%, top 10 addresses. Now it's 15%. It's being more and more diversified, which is actually a very good thing, more decentralized, which is a good thing for us being Kaspa holders all in all. But yeah, the addresses are going up more and more. We're getting more holders of Kaspa, which is a very, very good thing. And the hash rate is still continuing to stay at quite a high level at 1.29 EH, which is a very good thing for Marathon. I'll get into that also in the stream about why Marathon are bullish on Kaspa and what to expect, hopefully, in the cycle as well. But anyways, meme coins. Yes, they're not doing very well right now, but I think we'll see a turn, or tables turn very, very shortly. Here we can see Nacho. They want even more exchange listings. We saw recently Ascend listed Nacho. We saw some more, I think, very recently. I think they got listed on Bitconomy as well. Obviously, they're already listed on Pionex, on Coinex, I believe, as well. Like, we can even see it here. I don't know why I'm trying to remember it. Show my memory here. We go here, look at Nacho. It's on Change, CoinStore, Pionex, Coinex. It's also now on Bitconomy and Ascend. So they want more listings, which I think is a good thing. They're finally starting to take action to get listings, which is a very good thing for these meme projects right now. So they're asking for a donation, 50k in either Kaspa or Nacho. Again, if you want to do so, you can go check out the page. All the information that I show on streams will be linked in my free Discord server. Again, the link is going to be in the description and also on my YouTube homepage. It can't be in the chat today, unfortunately. But either way, yes, we are seeing more and more developments coming out for these meme tokens. And speaking of which, there's going to be a AMA tomorrow between Kaspa Ghost, Nacho, and the Ring of Kaspa, with other special guests as well from the KRC20 universe happening tomorrow. Where they're going to be sharing some alpha and news from Kaspa Coin, the Kaspa Ghost, Kaspa Market, and Nacho. So potentially it's going to be a very, very big AMA happening tomorrow at 8 p.m. UTC, which is actually this time tomorrow. So if you want to check it out, tune in then. My stream will be going hopefully live at normal time tomorrow, but again, because I'm with family, things might be a bit different. But either way, that's a good thing to see once more, that even though the price is down, the developments don't stop for these memes, for Kaspa as a whole, which is a testament to how good they're going to do in the future, in my personal belief. Again, they're down, but for me, I take that as a premium opportunity to buy more of these tokens if I choose to. Again, it's not financial advice, but I believe in the future of these projects. Kango's come down quite considerably after it surpassed 40 mil market cap, which I'm not all that surprised about, truth be told. But again, it's because it has so many. It had like 10 or 12 listings in the span of a month, and now it's calmed down. Of course, it's going to start correcting when it gets big listings. Again, there should be a tier 1 for Kango in due time. When we get that, Kango will definitely start rising in price again. And I think Nacho again has a big listing coming very, very soon. KS20 coin Kiki, maybe new Pepe. Yeah, I've heard about this one before. Kiki, I do think Kiki ain't too bad. I think again, 1.1 million on a market cap, 14,000 trading volume is a bit low in my personal belief. Got 1.5k holders, so it's not doing too badly. But again, I think it needs adoption, right? I think there are a lot of decent memes in this space, that have proved themselves already. Nacho, Kango, Kaspa, Gold, Conan, Dogcat, I'd even say Bert. I think KX has proved itself. I think Kimmy's making a good rise right now. Rusty also is one that people talk about quite a lot recently as well. Kiro or Cairo has made a very big gain recently. Cappy has just had an insane gain as of late, which I'm guessing therefore potentially is a case of some bigger whales pumping the price. Again, I've not looked too much into it. I've just seen it now as we'll talk about it on stream. But either way, a lot of these memes, because what most memes are, they'll have their own runs, right? Most of these memes that have a decent foundation behind it, they'll have their own runs, have a big pump, and then they probably come back down. What for me as a Kaspa holder, as a kind of a safer investor, if you will, again, memes are not very safe, they're very risky. Again, be very careful with them, do your own research. But with memes, I tend to, when I invest into memes like Solana memes, for example, I tend to look at cults. People have a very, very good community and people who will keep the project alive no matter what. For example, you've got one like Mini, the cat, Michi, you got W Dog, you got F Wog, those sort of projects there, Giga, just someone listing off the top of my head right now. I don't hold all of those, I hold some of those, but those are projects that I know if the price corrects quite heavily, they won't die because there's a very strong cult-like community underneath it. And I think the same can be said for the likes of Nacho, for the likes of Caspa Ghost, the likes of Conan, and so on and so forth. All these ones that have very good communities, ones that are quite high in the rankings right now in market cap. And as Bufflink says, I'll always forget, yes, hit the like button if you enjoy these streams, be doing these daily, even while I'm away seeing family right now. I wish you guys could see the place I'm in right now. It is a massive, we literally kind of rented out a little old mansion, if you will. I don't know why we did it, but I guess my family wanted to do something nice. And yeah, I'm sitting like a sort of like a Joe Rogan podcast, sort of like olden wooden library place right now. It looks so sick. I could turn on face cam, but I'm not going to, so you have to just use your imagination. But yes, even then, while I'm here, I'm still doing my live stream. So yes, if you enjoy the stream, leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. Oh, the phone is buzzing. I'll make sure to move the phone then. I'll put it off because that is definitely an issue. Thank you very much for letting me know, Buffalo. I actually have to keep my phone up right now so I can actually see the chat because I can't, see it, or I haven't got another screen for it. So that's how I'm answering questions right now in the chat. But yes, in continuation, we've got some more updates again. So KSC20, again, memes looking decent. Also, again, coming down right now, but eventually we could see some big pumps. I think this could be one big pump coming very, very shortly. Here we can see from Tangem. Tangem have put a video out, a 10-minute video here, stating, how do we handle integration with our partners? Nikita from our business development team dives into the Kaspa case study, a prime example of how collaborations can unlock new opportunities. Lost train of thought. We're gearing up to support KLC20 tokens in Tangem by December, making Tangem a home for Caspians. So again, Tangem and Kaspa, they work very, very closely. That's a very, very good thing all in all. And we also do know now that in December, again, as put here, KLC20 is going to be supported by Tangem in December very, very shortly. We saw on their roadmap, their newsletter, that it was going to be 2 weeks from now. So probably about, I'd imagine, like maybe 10 days from now or something like that. I did see a post here, though, from Pumpelinski that apparently it's coming in 2 days. Can anyone confirm that for me? Because I've not seen anything about it being 2 days. I tried to research beforehand, didn't see why it'd be 2 days. But either way, 2 days or 10 days, either way, we know they are coming. And that, for me, is going to be a very, very big deal to see a lot of volume, especially in these memes, and potentially a price pump for a lot of them as well, as people are now going to have safekeep of their assets. But keep in mind once more that I strongly believe, again, not financial advice, could be wrong, but I believe, again, we've seen it with when KLC20 was first launched or relaunched. We saw KDAO coming out, we saw high congestion and very high fees in comparison. Tangem, being a cold storage for your memes, will probably cause a similar effect of high congestion and high fees. So if you want to trade it on that day, be aware of that. Maybe pay the higher fee to make sure you can get it safer, or just wait a couple of days and then send it over. Again, do it at your own risk, and we'll see what happens at the end of the day. How much of your bag is in percentage are you unloading for the 25 bull run? Good question, Buffalo. For me, someone's just got back to the place. You can hear the doorbell. For me, I plan to probably take out, I want to say maybe 80% of my Kaspa bag. I'll probably have a better idea when the so-called top is closer to coming in, someone's gonna get that door. But I probably take out about 80% of my Kaspa bag at the top and then reinvest it back in, or DCA it back into the bear cycle. Bryce, this cycle means when? When does it start? When does it end? I am new and have half of my savings in Kaspa. Okay, well, I hope those savings are, money you can afford to lose, in the sense that you should never invest money that, you desperately need into crypto. In general, it always be safe for your investments, it's always something you should do. Now, in regards to that question, Bryce, right now the bull cycle is starting. The fact that Bitcoin right now is near 100K. Bitcoin, this is now, we are in a bull run. That is, confirmed. We're in a bull run. Since the election, or even then, since we've technically in a bull run from the whole time before. We saw the massive corrective behavior here. But since the election here, when Donald Trump got elected, we saw it break past all-time highs again. This here has been the start of a bull run. So, the way I see it, personally, is this cycle there are a number of potential things to look out for right now. So we've got a number of indicators I could showcase to you. So we've got here the Bitcoin price cycle top indicator. This here is quite a key indicator to showcase historical data to where the top could be, right? So we can see here, if we look a little bit closer, every time this yellow, which is the 111-day moving average, crosses the 350-day moving average here, every single time the yellow crosses the green, we see the top of the bull cycle and it comes back down. Happened in 2018, happened in 2021, at the top of the bull cycle. Right now, we've not seen them cross it yet. So therefore, we've got a little bit more time left before the cycle reaches a so-called top. Now, where the top's going to be, again, we have to wait and see. We've got this other indicator here, the funding heat map. Right now, we can see this is where we're at right now. Again, a little bit orange, a little bit therefore overheated, meaning that things should start cooling down a little bit soon enough. Now, this to me is quite similar to what we saw back in December of 2023. So again, it's not overheated just yet, but it's getting a little bit hot. We'll probably see a cool off period before this here was March just gone, where Bitcoin made a new all-time high at 74K, and then had a whole 6 months of just kind of consolidating and coming down in price before then the election and then pumping up again. So so as it stands right now, I think that we could see, a good few months left, right? If this cycle right now, where we're at here, is similar to where we're at right here, then we've got probably another 3-4 months or so before we get the market too overheated, and then the market starts going through a top, if you will, and coming back down. The other key indicator we've got here is the CBBI, which right now says 80. This here is the CBBI is a Bitcoin index that utilizes advanced real-time analysis of 9 metrics. What's happened here? Trackpad, I hate the trackpad, of 9 metrics. So basically, it's another very key indicator we can see here. Once more proving and historical data, once more calling the tops time and time again. Happened here in 2017. We saw it get really overheated around the 90s, 95, 96, 100, and the price then came through a correction at the end of the bull cycle. Same again here. In 2021, it got overheated at 90. Top here came down. Now, of course, we did have a double top here, came back up again, but this was basically one of the top 4 Bitcoin here. So right now we're at 80. Last time we saw it at 80 was here in December of 2020. Trying to get up to it here. So therefore, once more, you can make the argument that we are now about to see a top potential in March, April, May, for the next 3 to 4 months time, and then potentially we see a double top, or potentially just be the top in general. We just come back down again. We'll devise more strategies in due time for what's going to happen. But one thing to take into account as well is what's currently happening in the space. For example, we got institutional adoption here for the first time ever in history. Russian President Putin signs laws recognizing Bitcoin and crypto as property. Huge news. We've got a video here I'll play a little bit later on. Citibank stated that we're in the midst of a once-in-a-lifetime shift. The financial system is being rebundled around the digital architecture. So once more, where the potential top could come in, Q1, early Q2 2025, people are now saying it may even be middle of 2025, because again, we're seeing Donald Trump come into power, 20th of January, followed by him bringing out regulations, stuff like that, and pushing crypto forward. and we're seeing, big institutions start to actually put trillions, or potentially put trillions, into the market. So we'll have to, we'll have to wait and see effectively. Again, I'll talk about it more in due time and try and give my personal belief in what's happening in the market this time. But again, what's happening right now, there are numerous factors to take into account. If things repeat in history, as we've seen from metrics, we could potentially see it top out maybe April, May time, maybe March time. Otherwise, then if it goes a little bit longer, thanks to institutional adoption, it could maybe go to the middle or even the end of 2025. But I still think we've got a lot higher highs than coming. I still want to say Bitcoin should reach 150K. For me, crypto market cap should reach at least 6 to 7 trillion. 8 trillion would be like my ideal. Anything above that would be fantastic. But I think by that point, it'll get very, very overheated. So it'll probably due to a correction by that point. But that's my personal belief, Bryce. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. But again, stick around, or better still, come join my Discord server. And we're talking about a lot more as we get closer on into the cycle, and we have to actually start devising our exit strategies, if you will. Anyways, Tangem, again, Kaspa 20 being very, very big. Hope it'll be very big stuff coming very, very soon. And of course, this is going to help with Kaspa's adoption and Kaspa 20's adoption as well. Of course, we should have heard the announcement I mentioned in my yesterday's stream about Binance now making an incentive to mine either Bitcoin or Kaspa on Binance's pool to share an extra bonus of 88,000 Kaspa. Absolutely massive, massive, massive news. Huge, huge news. So I showcased in my previous stream as well that there seems to be a reoccurring theme with Binance where they will end up doing a mining pool for a project, then offering an incentive, and then offering a spot listing very, very soon after that. So potentially, this again is another big sign that Binance is now trying to gear up for a spot listing for Kaspa. And the speculation again is rising higher and higher. A funding wallet is what they mentioned there. Funding wallet means they have officially integrated Kaspa Spot, or plan to have integrated it by early February. This coincides with what Rory O'Neill of the KI stated, where he stated that that Binance have completely integrated into Kaspa already. He said that I made a video about it. Again, it's also in my Discord, so you go check it out there. Rory O'Neill stated in an initial 8-second clip, he kind of slipped up and said, Binance integration with Kaspa is already done. Simple as that. So we know Binance and Kaspa are very close connected, and seemingly they're gearing up for a listing again. Time will tell when, but there are a lot of connections to it. A lot of things to look bullish about with Binance and Kaspa, and that will be a very, very big listing. I think that will cause Kaspa to easily surpass $2 in this cycle, and maybe more cycles to come as well. But again, we've got a lot more incoming, and now we're going to get on to the next major announcement here, which for me is this here from Kaspa Guru here. Talk about the fact that Marathon Digital Holdings is about to rip through $30, outperforming Bitcoin all week, and it's still so undervalued. I don't know how anyone in the crypto could not have some exposure to Kaspa, because the largest Bitcoin miner in the world holds one altcoin, and that's Kaspa. They hold Bitcoin, and the only altcoin they hold therefore other than Bitcoin is Kaspa. And we've got this video here I'm going to play out, which is from Marathon's head of growth, who speaks about Kaspa and effectively why they're so bullish on it. Again, listen very closely. Hopefully the video plays out properly, but let me know if it doesn't.
Hey everyone, Adam Swift, Chief Growth Officer at Marathon Digital Holdings, the largest publicly traded Bitcoin miner. Here as a huge Kaspa fan, proof of work fan, have followed along in the community for a while now. Super impressed with just the pureness of the community, both in terms of the technology, in terms of the individuals involved, in terms of the literal online community, the Discord, and a lot of the chats we see. Super impressed by everything Bitmain is doing with all these other coins, and just supporting proof of work and decentralization in general. And love to see continued innovation in the proof of work space. As someone that spends all their time supporting Bitcoin blockchain, awesome to see people trying new things and continuing to push the envelope of what's possible with proof of work.
You heard that right. The Chief Growth Officer from Marathon Digital Holdings, the largest publicly traded Bitcoin mining operation, is a huge Kaspa fan. He's been following along and says he's super impressed with both the technology and the individuals involved, and he loves to see the continued innovation in the proof of work space. He goes on to say it's awesome to see people trying new things and continue to push the envelope of what's possible with proof of work.
So there you have it. So evidently Marathon is very, very bullish on Kaspa, and that again is a very big thing for Kaspa going forward. We should have seen, those before the machines for a while, you would have seen that in last quarter, Marathon disclosed again their balance sheet, if you will, and they'd add an extra 21 million more Kaspa to their balance sheet. So even though they stated we could buy more Kaspa, but we could sell our Kaspa to buy more Bitcoin, they haven't done that. They've been buying and building up their accumulation of Kaspa more and more. They're still bullish on Kaspa. And again, right now, I'm not so sure right now because Bitcoin has now surpassed and gone up quite a lot. But I think Bitcoin mining is probably now profitable than Kaspa. But either way, Kaspa's due to have a very big rally, I'm sure, very soon. And Kaspa's ROI, in my belief, is higher than Bitcoin's. Kaspa, for me, again, if it reaches $2 from where it's currently at least a 10x. If not, well, actually, yeah, it's at least 10x from here right now. It'd be about 15x or something like that. So again, Kaspa, for me, bearish is $2, likely is 3 to 4, if not 4 to 5 even, and bullish would be $7. But either way, Marathon is bullish on Kaspa, and that's why my conviction for Kaspa staying very, very strong, because we're seeing, again, multiple developments regarding what is coming for Kaspa. Again, we can see stuff changing in space very, very quickly, jump up very quickly. Kaspa 20 going more parabolic. We're seeing Tangem again, that will help Kaspa 20 adoption happen more and more, I'm sure, in the next few days and weeks. Binance and Kaspa growing in their connections, if you will. Hopefully be listing very, very soon. But the Marathon again, bullish on Kaspa, and then we have the title of the stream regarding 10Bps happening earlier or happening very, very soon. The testnet 11 hard fork is here, marking a major step towards achieving 10Bps on the Kaspa mainnet in 2025. Here from Code Real Stuff, he puts out the hard fork is set to activate on testnet 11 at DA score, which will be hitting roughly on December 3rd, 6 p.m. UTC. So that they wanted to say estimate December 1st. They got a little bit later, which is a bit unfortunate, but either way, that's only 4 days from now. We'll see testnet 11 testing out the hard fork 10Bps, and if it goes all smoothly, after that, it's literally just fine-tuning, increased enhancing for user experience, and it'll be able to come out by hopefully Q1 2025. Should be a very big deal. And as John Polinsky has stated, 10Bps is effectively a game changer, if not one of the end games for Kaspa. Because his mentor, Viv Zohar, stated that anything after 10Bps is not really necessary. You get increased transaction speed, which is cool, but you don't need it. 10Bps is kind of already perfect, if you will. So this will be as an inkling into Kaspa's endgame, and then you have smart contracts coming out 3 months after that, and more coming for Kaspa. Ultimately, very, very bullish stuff. So we're going to see that coming very, 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 very soon. I don't think it's necessarily going to mean that Kaspa's going to steal liquidity from every other major chain, this cycle. Because it's happening quite late. Let's be real. It's happening a little bit late, right? But I think it'll start seeing liquidity from the likes of Ethereum and Solana and Avalanche, those sort of chains in this cycle. Will start doing so. And thanks to the KRI, they'll also be able to become a market maker to bring out more adoption and bring out more, adoption to Kaspa, so to speak. And I think that's also going to be a big thing to help Kaspa start stealing liquidity from other chains. And come next cycle in particular, definitely it'll go parabolic, I'm sure. But I think either way, it'll happen in a cycle, and the cycle will last long enough. I think it's a good chance it could do. We'll see Kaspa have a very, very quick and volatile pump, hopefully, following smart contracts, 10Bps, and tier 1 listings. And actually, we've got this post here. Speaking of KRI, again, another video. It's a 16-minute video. I'm not going to play it on stream. It's ridiculous, but I will once more put this in my Discord server for those who want to check it out, talking about how the KRI are going to create something that is, something that could change how the world works. The future of crypto, about basically all about the KRI and how it leverages Kaspa for real world usages. How Kaspa is going to become revolutionary in the world of finance and energy. And the KRI is going to help them do that, which is again why I'm bullish. I'm bullish on Kaspa for multiple reasons, of course. I think it's going to go up in price because you've got listings incoming, 10Bps, smart contract, all that stuff. But the reason why I hold Kaspa long term is because of the KRI and what they're going to utilize Kaspa for in this space, in the energy, in the financial world, and making a market maker for Kaspa to really explode in value. So my conviction stays strong, and this is one thing I think when you see these developments come out in full force, again, keep in mind the KRI and the DRI, they are a tight-knit group of invite-only institutions. That's literally what they are. The DRI don't just take anyone on, they don't take people who they actually believe in, who've got the same kind of goals that they do. So you've got the likes of Shell, you've got the likes of DHL, you've got the likes of Hyundai, or Hyundai. Like you've got many, many big corporate institutions that from banking to automobiles to energy who are all part of the DII, and they're going to be getting access to Kaspa, and they've got multiple projects involved with Kaspa, the Gigawatt stablecoin, much more. So again, I feel like for most people right now, again, they look at Kaspa as an asset that has done nothing for a year, and they're like, oh, it's not worth investing into, which is fair enough. I'm not telling you to invest into Kaspa. Again, do your own research, not financial advice. But I think Kaspa is one that's going to shock people when people least expect it. It's going to just jump up in value, and is going to do numbers because of all this kind of it's had a massive year-long consolidation, a long year of it. And I think when the market starts, growing more and more and Bitcoin dominance falls off, again, keep in mind a lot of Bitcoin maxis, they're actually very, very pro Kaspa. Bitcoin maxis, they hate anything besides Bitcoin. They hate it. But a lot of them now started to actually diverse into Kaspa because they see what Kaspa is able to do, which is what Bitcoin can't do, which is be scalable. So in that regard, you can see Bitcoin dominance start to fall off a little bit. When that happens and Bitcoin starts to potentially go through a correction or just kind of consolidate, you probably see a lot of Bitcoin maxis jump to Kaspa. So then it gets priced much, much higher. By that point, I'm sure you'll see Binance, you'll probably see Coinbase, maybe OKX as well. You already got Kraken. You'll see many, many more listings. I'm sure you'll see 10Bps giving it more foundation. You'll see smart contracts giving it, again, more foundation to be a more dominant project in this space. Now, in regards to Kraken and stuff like that, right now, Kaspa is I'll be honest, it's struggling a little bit. The volume was doing very, very well not that long ago. When you had the Kraken listing, you saw it peak to, when you had the KFAMA talking about how high volume is necessary for seeing tier 1 listings, we saw its peak to 600 million 24-hour trading volume, and then it's been kind of staying in between 150 to 300 for the past 2 weeks or so. And now it's down to 121. It's coming down a little bit, which is a bit frustrating. The volume right now for Kraken is, again, just kind of, it's the most stable, if you will, but it's staying stable between 1.5 to 2 million, which again is not as high as we want it to be. Bybit and BitGet have both dropped off as well. So in regards to what the KF are talking about, high volume being a crucial part for tier 1 listings, we're not seeing that right now, and that may mean that we're not going to see a listing again anytime soon. But again, I'm not overly worried about it because once more, we seem to have a lot of belief already that Binance and Kaspa is going to happen, in Q1 2025, based on all the developments we've seen. The integration seemingly already been done. So again, I think we'll see that, and that will also be that catalyst needed to see Kaspa start exploding in volume. And I think we'll see Kaspa surpass 1 billion volume 24 hour in the cycle. I'm very confident of that much. Buffer Link, I bought Conan and Kaspa dips today. Big up to you again. I think DCAing again, your decision. I think it's a good decision in my personal belief. Conan and Kaspa dips. Yeah, Kaspa come down 24% and Conan also 29%. I think these are two very, very solid Chaos 20 meme tokens that can go much, much higher. So yeah, Kaspa right now, again, look at the holders. Very, very big. I think after you got ignoring KDAO because it's not a meme, and you also got the likes of Gold, which is Gold doing quite well as well. But other than that, Kaspa's like the top 3 highest holders of KRC20. So again, it's got a lot of adoption. So I think it's going to be a very, very big project when the cycle probably takes off. And again, it's got a lot of big stuff coming very shortly for Kaspa. Some alpha coming tomorrow, hopefully. So that'd be very cool to hear. And Conan, again, I love Conan as well. Selling 70% and 80% of my Kaspa bag in late 2025. Thomas Williams. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm doing as well. I'm going to be selling, again, I love Kaspa. I'm holding it long term, but I'm also an investor. I want to make money. Now, full disclosure, I've not sold any Kaspa at all. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. I'll be selling some profits around the $1 region. And if it reaches $4, I'll be selling like 2, maybe 3 as well, and then taking near the top. I won't be able to time $4 per se. Again, it's impossible to time the actual top. I'll be taking it near the top. And I'll take a small profit out. Let's just say 5% maybe or something like that. And then I'll just be, I might just take out my initial investment the first time around at $1 or something like that. And then I will, be taking out 80% or something like that at the top, DCing back in the bottom, and just keep building my bag more and more so I then become a millionaire. That's my long-term holding plan for Kaspa at least. Cobra, the ape, is the most undervalued consistent top 10 project of KRC20. Mexi and other exchanges included. We won't stop till the tribe wins. That's from Ollie. I think I have heard of Cobra, of course. Cobra right now is sitting at number 19. It's got 1 million 24-hour trading volume, 1 million market cap, 150,000 at 24-hour trading volume. Holders again at 1K. So I think Cobra again is one that could be a decent gainer right now. I think again adoption needs to be more. I think Cobra could do well at being the so-called ape of Kaspa, if you will. But it's currently not top 10. But I think it could be a big gainer. Again, it needs the adoption and need Kaspa to start doing well. If Kaspa does well and the listings come through, the memes all start flying with it. Good afternoon, Bingo Bag up the stream, my man. Is the Kaspa crash over? Kaspa's not crashing right now. It's just boring. It's consolidating right now. We can see for the past week, it's been staying between this region right here. I want to believe that Kaspa's now due for a leg up. We've seen it come down to 10 cents down here. And I want to say that is the bottom for Kaspa. We've seen Kaspa have a massive pump. Well, a massive pump. I've seen it have a pump of sorts from the bottom here, 10 cents. reaching the top hit of 17.8, 75% gain. Now it's just hovering around the zone here, so 50% up since the bottom here. Obviously, I want to believe over this weekend, Kaspa will hopefully make a push to surpass 16 cents here, being its October 1st starting price. That'd be really, really cool. But otherwise, then still going to see it stay around this region. And I hopefully believe that Kaspa will I think worst case right now, Kaspa will correct back down to the zone here. If something bad happens, if Bitcoin gets rejected at 100k, Kaspa comes down to either here or here. I don't think it'll come back down much further unless Bitcoin corrects really, really heavily, but I don't think it will. I think Bitcoin will correct down to max 91k. Absolute worst case, 87k. No, absolute worst case, I think 80k. No, absolute worst case was 80k, likely to be 91 or 87k. Have to wait and see though. Have to wait and see. But again, I think Kaspa, hopefully its crash is over. We'll have to pay very close attention to that one and see what is happening with the price at the time. Buffalo Theory, what stablecoin / network is everyone swapping using to take gains before Gigawatt coin comes out like that? For me, the two obvious ones would be USDT or USDC. Obviously USDT is the most used one, so typically I use that one. But I've been hearing a lot of FUD and issues, if you will, regarding regulations with USDT, and of course with the likes of MiCA coming through in the next month or so. That could be a big issue for USDT Tether. So I'm going to probably start using more USDC, but right now, in regards to Kaspa, a lot of their trading pairs are actually or USDC. So we need to see that change, I think, just in case. Bryce, $2 when? I mean, that my personal belief is $2 at some point in the cycle. I want to say it'll happen. At some point. Let's say like Q2 2025. My kind of mindset right now, but it just depends on the listings coming through, when they happen and when the events happen. Because again, I can say $2 Kaspa, next month, but like for me, that doesn't sound realistic at all because we haven't got enough developments to push it that high. Again, it could happen, but I don't think it's realistic enough. You need to see the market be in a good uptrend, not too overheated per se, and developments coming up for Kaspa, and mainly also big listings. I think Kaspa will do bare minimum $2 with no more tier ones after all the developments come out. But that is like, for me, that's probably max sort of thing. I think Kaspa should surpass $2 because we know tier ones are coming, and that would be a big thing for Kaspa, in my personal belief. Mr. Miles, welcome back, my man. It's been a while since I've seen you. This might be the latest ever streamed. Yeah, it's because I was literally woke up, packed my bags, and was driving across the country, like 7-8 hour drive to see family where I'm at right now. So I had to stream at a time. I wanted to do my daily streams, of course. So I thought I'd do a stream that's a lot later so everyone can join it. And I also knew that you join, so you can hopefully keep the peace, if you will. Welcome back, my man. Hope you're doing very well today. What's up, DD? We're about to stream, my man. Kango is the only one. I mean, Kango right now is, again, very, very strong. Right now it's dropped down quite a bit, but again, all market right now for Chaos is kind of bleeding. For me, Nacho is still my strongest conviction pick, again, because I think the only reason for that is because when Kango flipped Nacho market cap, the holders was like 2.9k, and Nacho's still like 16k. So for me, Kango's one that's really been controlled by whales. I still think it's done amazingly, and not throwing shade to Kango, but for me, Nacho is more decentralized, so therefore the chances of Nacho being potentially rugged is a lot lower than Kango. But again, that's my personal belief, not telling you what to do, not financial advice. USDC on the ETH network is stupid expensive. Yeah, I know. Ethereum network is just stupid in general. I hate Ethereum. I really do. It's so expensive, it's just jarring. And that's why I've been using the Solana chain right now, because even though it's not as safe, it has crashes all the time, it's not as expensive. And I'm willing to take that risk right now, me personally. But again, I'm not doing too much in regards to stuff like that, because I've got my holdings kind of just waiting and just riding the cycle. I'm going Poly or Tron. Yeah, Polygon or Tron also decent as well for much cheaper fees. Kind of like this realistic approach. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kaspa right now. I mean, yeah, again, for the market where it's at right now, again, as much as you could always be, you could be moonball, you could be bullish. For me, I think the realistic approach is always the one to give you more peace of mind, if you will. Because I could say $10 Kaspa 2025, you're like, oh, really cool. I'm like, but like, for me, it's like, I always feel like it's better to underpredict than to be too moonboy. Because if you're moonboy and it doesn't come true, then you look like an idiot, for one. And also, it just doesn't work out. But if you're like, oh, Kaspa will reach $2, for me it's very conservative, and then surpass that, you're like, okay, great. Now anything after this, I'm really, really happy about. But if it doesn't reach $10 and you think $10, then it's like, oh, I don't feel as happy as it could have got that high. You know what I mean? But either way, I think Kaspa again is due for a big split. I think again, coinciding with what Kaspa Enthusiast said here, we could potentially see a very parabolic surge for Kaspa this next month, following it just being its time to explode. We see Kaspa have a very long year of just consolidation, and now might be the time it starts pumping in preparation for Binance listing, for 10Bps, for smart contracts, for many more stuff coming for Kaspa very soon. We have seen some complications regarding exchanges. We got this post here from Soul or Dragon. What's going on? I can't withdraw Kaspa from both LBank and XT. Now, I've not heard anything about that. But I do know XT at least. XT had some scamming issues. This is also, again, people were informed against. People were informed in my community about it. I think Cheeky Ninja Cat let us know about XT in my free Discord server once more. Link in the description, also on my YouTube homepage. We are talking about these issues. So again, if you wanted to find out earlier, you can find it out there before you find it out on stream, where I only talk about an hour once a day about Kaspa. But yeah, XT is having some problems right now, so be careful. That's also why I say not your keys to crypto, put it on a Tangem wallet so you haven't got these issues. Altbank's also struggling right now. Not sure why. Hopefully they fix it very soon, because that'd be very. Anyone who's keeping it on Altbank, you know, or any of these exchanges again, which you shouldn't be, but you are, you know, you're gonna look. It's gonna be very potentially very costly for you. But either way, Kaspa again looking very bullish all around. I think a lot of developments coming out today. Truth be told, a lot of developments regarding Nacho and Kaspa, and more memes coming out. Again, big announcement coming out very soon. More listings coming for Nacho hopefully very soon as well, which should be very big for its price. Tangem again close to listing, potentially 2 days, but I'm not sure I believe this one. I've not seen any announcements about it. But either way, Kaspa coming out very shortly. Kaspa 20 supporting Tangem very shortly. Mining, Binance, you know, hopefully a listing very soon in the next few months or so. Marathon again being very bullish on Kaspa all in all. The Rust 10Bps hard fork on testnet 11 is happening in just 4 days time. And again, this video I'm going to put in my Discord server at some point later today or tomorrow regarding the KRI and basically why they are so bullish on Kaspa, how they're going to leverage Kaspa in real world usages. So again, very good all in all, I think. What's up, Kaspa? Keep loading my Kaspa bags, 200k, and keep adding. Big up to you, my man. You're going to be very rich, I believe, my man. Big up to you indeed. If you reach $1, you're a millionaire. So exactly, big up to you indeed. Jay Smith, so you're hedging against a late double top in 2025. So everything for that, thanks. Good question. So effectively, there are multiple approaches to take from this, right? We have seen historical indication data here, 10 indicators here from the Bitcoin magazine, the price cycle top indicator, and also the CBBI here. So that's a total of therefore 10 metrics that support the fact that right now, crypto and in particular Bitcoin is quite high. The confidence is quite high, but it's not overheated just yet, right? And even you got this heat map again, which suggests that things are getting a little bit heated right now, but we're seeing more so, you know, early December, like last year cycles. Not seeing March yet. We're not too overheated yet. So therefore, if it repeats, it should be March, April time you see it get too overheated and it starts crashing out. So that would be, you know, a correction there. That would potentially be the top 4 Bitcoin if that would be the case. If that comes to fruition, we're seeing multiple metrics about that. I've mentioned it in previous streams, but I might get into it again later. I want to talk about it again in due time. But also the reason why is because it's hard to properly predict the market, because again, we have Donald Trump getting into power on the 20th of January, and there's got a lot of stuff he's got to try and put into motion. Regulations, others. I mean, sure, he's got a lot of stuff planned for crypto all in all, and those things might take a while to implement. They've got a lot of it, I'm sure, already, you know, pre-prepared, almost ready as well, but he's got a lot of stuff to implement. So as a result, it may mean that the cycle won't be able to top as early as March or April, maybe having more so in the summer. But potentially, again, it tops March and then comes back down, cooling off, and then the developments for like Trump releases and stuff and the industry to get involved come out after that. So then you start seeing it reach the top in March, April, because it gets overheated in accordance to CBBI and everything else, comes back down in the summer, and then it starts pumping up again in November time, like it did last cycle, following regulations coming out, and you'll see more developments coming out again, as Citi mentioned here, which I'll play the video in a moment, or a little bit of it at least. Citi state that we're in the midst of a once-in-a-lifetime shift. The financial system is being rebundled around a digital architecture. They're literally being bullish. All of them are bullish on crypto, on smart money. So they're going to want to make as much as they can from it. They're going to want crypto to just, they want Bitcoin sadly just to peak at 120k. So they want to go much higher, but they need regulations to come out for them to be able to do that. So it really just depends. You know, it just depends where we go from here. But I think it's a good possibility we can see it go higher than we expect. I'm also going to act conservative because I want to, not be logical, not emotional sort of thing. I want to be conservative about it and try and be safe with my investments. Don't want to just wait and then end up being what people did last cycle with Bitcoin where it got to 69k and just crashed and no one took out. I want to try and be safe and take profits, stuff like that. But I think we can see it go high. And either way for Kaspa, regardless of that, I think Kaspa has a good chance of actually making its own miniature cycle. We've already seen in the past Kaspa pump against the rest of the cycle right here. Everything else was dumping, Kaspa was going up. So I think Kaspa could do the same thing again when it gets its own smart contracts out the KRI, start building projects on Kaspa, tier ones come out. It may not be, power pod at $10 Kaspa. I'm not saying it'll be that, but it might be Kaspa pitches like, let's say $2, comes back down following Bitcoin correction. Then it goes up to maybe $2.50 or $3 because it has its own miniature cycle again, potentially. We'll have to wait and see. Shark here, Kaspa says Shark here, thank you for the favor. I mean, yeah, again, you're welcome, but again, keep up the grind, man. Don't ever stop. Nacho the Cat, cheers from Nacho Nation, guys. Great channel. Thank you very much. Wow, that is huge. Having Nacho joining the channel. Again, I feel privileged. Thank you very much for joining the channel and thank you very much for the kind words. We're looking very bullish on Nacho, I have to say. One of the best memes, if not the best meme in the week, in my opinion. And I hope we're going to see a lot more coming out. I'm looking forward to more listings coming out and especially what's going to be happening in the AMA tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to definitely tune in for that. Yeah, looking very cool. No dolphins, my bello. Did you just say $1 Kaspa would turn 200k Kaspa back into a millionaire? No, I meant $5 Kaspa. Oh yeah, okay. Yes, you're right. No, I did my wrong. Yeah, Mr. Mars was always trying to catch me out. Yeah, no, you're right. I meant $5 Kaspa. I apologize. Don't sue me. I know, yeah, I was John, sorry. Can you explain the potential with the energy sector? I can. Although I haven't got a lot of the sources preloaded and that will take me a while to load up. So I might have to set that for next stream tomorrow. Equally, if you have 16 minutes and you're in my server, Joe, which I'm sure you should be, if you're not, you definitely should be, then I'll be linking this in my server and just spend 16 minutes listening to what the KI plan to do with Kaspa in the energy sector. It's very game changing. A little bit I can give you about it is that, for example, Roy O'Neill of the KRI took space in a roundtable, and he mentioned, in regards to the energy sector, right, one part of the energy sector being carbon emissions, or the emission schedule or stuff like that. Carbon emissions should be valued at $2 trillion by 2030, which is insane. And Kaspa, therefore, would be an underlying asset of that, making it very, very valuable. The KRI have a lot of projects they want to do in motion. They want to try and push for renewable energy, and they want Kaspa to be an integral part of that. That's also what's mentioned in this video here about how they want to really, they are really hard, hell-bent focused on renewable energy, making the world a better place, so to speak, sort of thing. And Kaspa can be used to help that out because of its decentralized nature. They can utilize Kaspa for DOT solutions at scale, which, is quite hard to do because no other project in the space is decentralized. There's a lot of projects in this. Bitcoin is decentralized but not scalable. Everything is proof of stake that's therefore not decentralized, but it's scalable. So Kaspa is the best of both worlds. So I'm just going to go through the question again once more. That's a little bit of a TLD about the energy sector, Joe. But again, I highly encourage you to check out my Discord server. Again, go to my homepage. The link's right there, or check out the description in this live stream right now. You can probably also see it in there as well. But I think again, you can see some big stuff coming for the energy sector in Kaspa, and that could be a very transformative thing. There's big projects coming out for it. Again, the stablecoin being a big one as well. I actually cover that real quickly. I know I've retweeted it somewhere. Don't comment, Mr. Miles, please, because I'm trying to find it. Here it is. So yeah, this is the gigawatt stablecoin. Gigawatt stablecoin is not just any other stablecoin. It's a financial instrument specifically designed for the energy sector, backed by real-world assets, so Kaspa. Renewable energy credits, carbon offsets, green bonds, physical energy infrastructure, and basket of fiat assets. This coin is designed to be carbon neutral, but aims to go further, becoming carbon negative by collateralizing carbon credits. This means that every transaction using Gigawatt coin will actively reduce global carbon emissions, making it a vital part of the global effort to combat climate change. again, very, very big news, and Kaspa's going to be an integral part of that. Don't forget about that. Oh wow, there's no taxes in Switzerland. Damn. I'll have to come to Switzerland, low key. I'm gonna come to Switzerland, low key. I can't be off the taxes, honestly. I just bought Twitter for Kaspa. Big up to you, Andy Age, for anything more Kaspa. I love it. Gus. Still no guarantee Kaspa will pump. Not even sure it'll go top $1. I mean, yeah, if you don't believe it will go $1, then yeah, that's don't believe. That's fine. I'm not gonna put you down for that. But again, I want to also remind you how quickly things in this space can change. We saw Kaspa go from 5 to 15 cents to 3x in the span of 2 weeks. Kaspa go from do a 50x in the span of a week here. Things can change very, very quickly in the space. Bitcoin jumped from 68k to 98k in the span of 2 weeks. So while I'm not saying Kaspa will definitely pump, I believe it will do, because we see how quickly these things in this jumping space again. Kaspa Intuitive puts it down here, how quickly the space can jump in price, assets can jump in price. And Kaspa has been consolidating for a whole year. It's got a lot of, and it's been consolidated, but it's not been dying, because again, the holders have grown exponentially in the last year, at least over 100k, and the hash rate in the last year went from 79 to now 1.3 EH, 79 PH. It's done incredible. So that again, that's proof that the project is not dead. It's just growing more and more. So while yes, there's no guarantee it will, you also have Kaspa ETS from Grayscale in consideration, which is a big deal. You also have the likes of Zodia, who partner with Kaspa, therefore means you can potentially get 21 shares to launch Kaspa ETP. So for me, it's a matter of time. Kaspa will start pumping. I think it should surpass $1. I think again it should surpass $2. Because again, it's going to probably have a late cycle. You see some coins have a late bloomer because Kaspa's doing stuff really, really late, but I think it will come in due time and it'll be a very big deal for Kaspa. But yeah, I mean, again, you make your own prediction. I'm not telling you what. Again, this is my own belief, not financial advice. It's good to have your own trading strategies and act in accordance to them. Some people will tell you higher. I'm probably one that tells you higher. And I believe that much. But either way, I've also disclosed that where Kaspa goes this cycle, I'm not particularly bothered by, because I'm holding Kaspa for the next 20 plus years or so. So by that point, when Kaspa should by that point be worth hundreds if not thousands of dollars, so I'll be fine being at 15 cents. But I think it'd go much, much higher. Personally, I think Kaspa could hit over $2 a cycle. It would already be past 30 cents. I mean, yeah, especially according to the Powerall says it should be at least above 27 cents right now, 28 cents. So yeah, it does seem quite far-fetched. I can understand the sentiment, but again, I'm if you get Binance and Coinbase and all the other big stuff, I think it's definitely possible. My personal belief, again, not financial advice. Let me dream $5-10 again. $5-10 would be amazing. Honestly, it would be amazing. Yeah, Nacho's doing very big stuff. I would love it if Trump did that, but don't hold your breath. He's got so much to focus on. Yeah, he's got a lot to focus on in this space. Trump's got a big mountain to climb right now. But hopefully get some good stuff coming in. Crypto Gosu, finally Jay, you're live. I needed my daily shot of FOMO. You're welcome, my man. Yeah, I apologize a little bit late today, but either way, we'll make sure we're still here daily while I can. I'll be here hopefully every single day. And if not, again, I'll let people know my free Discord server, so go check it out there. We have also big news, of course, Desync again, other projects I like. Again, I love Kaspa, of course. We talk about Kaspa in the crypto space in my community, but also on the streams every day. But also, I'm bullish. I'm a crypto investor, so I hold other projects as well. Desync as well is one of them. Desync is partnering with Arbitrium, which I think is very, very cool. I'm very bullish on Desync as an AI project. AI is going to go very big in this sector. C, again, is trending right now. I'm very bullish on C once more as well. And of course, XRP is doing insane stuff right now, so I'm going to bullish on XRP. In regards to Mika here, we've got a post from Cointelegraph. Apparently, Europeans focus sunset of USDC yield. Stop offering yield on USDC in the European economic area. So, I mean, that's regulations for you. I'm sure I'll see more of this stuff. It's quite frustrating, I imagine. I don't actually yield it, so I'm not particularly bothered, I guess, myself. But yeah, it's very, very frustrating. Very frustrating, I'm sure. Tony, does it have so etching to do with energy produce moving away from using petrodollar as a trade? Oh, does it have something to do with the energy producers moving away from petrodollars as a trade currency? It says petrodollars is prone to debasement. That could be a good potential reason as well. Yeah, it's also potential. That's why. Again, for that video here, So again, I'll link this in my survey, go check it out there. And it gives you a very, very well understanding. It's an AI voice, but again, it's quite hard to tell, truth be told. Like, it's AI voice, but it's a conversation between two people, basically, just talking about why Kaspa's going to transform the KRI and energy sector. So, yeah, I think that's also why, again, we're seeing once more crypto become an integral part. I mean, Bitstamp's offering lists of Pepe and Solana in the US are quite big as well. But we're seeing, again, Russia and China and all the big countries are now unbanning crypto and being bullish on it. And Citibank, again, a big Wall Street institution, once more saying we're in a once in a lifetime shift, being very bullish on crypto coming through. BNB just 14x after its January high 2021. Want to see where Kaspa hits January. I mean, yeah, again, the next 2 months could be game changer for Kaspa. Once more, things can change very, very quickly. We see Kaspa jump quickly from 15 cents to $1 potentially. Again, I'm not saying it will happen, but who knows? And if that happens, people will be FOMOing Kaspa like crazy. Like crazy. Everyone could be like, oh God, I should have bought more Kaspa. The FUD will go away. ADA went to 17 cents on the 1st of January 2021 to just $1 7 weeks later. Again, yeah, that's exactly what Kaspa was putting down here. In the span of a month, it jumped massively in value, very, very quickly in market cap. So once more, while I'm not saying it will happen, it's entirely possible Kaspa could jump very quickly as well. Look, it goes from $3.4 billion market cap, which Kaspa is around a similar stage right now, at 3.9. And then we saw it jump to $10.77 billion market cap in the span of what, 2-3 months, 2 months or so. So Kaspa could again, not saying it will happen, but it could do the same thing, and that'd be a very big deal. Buffalo Theory: if you put in a stable coin but don't turn it into a dollar, how would they know to tax it if it's in your wallet or missing something? I mean, the Gigawatt stablecoin will be backed by Kaspa, and it also is going to have fiat. It's also going to have a basket select of fiat currency, so I'm sure there will be. It will have like dollar-backed alternatives, so to speak. We'll hear more about it in due time, I'm sure. I'll see if I can try to look that up for you when I get off, probably a little bit earlier tomorrow morning or something like that, and try and see if I can find an answer for you. I'll take a screenshot of that question and see if I can find out an answer for you. But again, I think from my current belief, it's going to be a case of, yeah, they have a basket of fiat currency, so it's going to be, have some sort of fiat backing as well as Kaspa backing. Potentially. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Again, I might be wrong in that. I'm sure Mr. Mars might know himself. 10,000 Kaspa is enough to get 100,000. I mean, 10,000 Kaspa, $200,000 would be a $10 Kaspa. So maybe not this cycle. Next cycle, I'm sure. But I'll be surprised if Kaspa makes $10 this cycle. You're supposed to do your own taxes and sort of thing. That's how they know. Okay, Mr. Mars answer for you. There you go. Again, when I don't know, Mr. Mars knows. So again, wish he joined to the earlier streams, man. Give me answers to the questions, but I don't know them sometimes. Kaspa hash rate has actually stayed within the 120%. Yeah, I know. Kaspa's hash rate has been very, very stable for the past month or so, 2 months around this region, which again is for me still very bullish. If the hash rate started dropping off, then I'd be worried. But it's had a massive pump. Marathon Digital Holdings started mining Kaspa here in July, and then they announced it in September or August or something like that. So they've been mining Kaspa for quite some. When they announced it, the hash rate went up parabolic as a result of it, and now it's consolidated, it's flattened out. But I'm sure it's going to go parabolic again very, very soon. Kaspa right now is the second best proof of work in regard to hash rate. Joe Jones, do you think Michael Saylor will buy Kaspa as well in the future with his principles? There should be no reason why not to. I think he has already, but he's not disclosing it, if I'm perfectly honest. $5 Kaspa can easily hit or hard to do the cycle. I think $5 Kaspa is possible the cycle right path, but I think it's a question of when the cycle top is and how quick the developers of Kaspa come out. I don't think US is flexible at this point. Trump can just prolong a downfall. Mr. Mossy disagree. He alone can't fix it, but he can turn the ship around, so to speak. I think he's got an uphill battle ahead of him, right? I think the US is kind of definitely screwed. I think there will definitely be a black swan crash of some sorts. I think there should be one at of some sorts, but I think Trump can either negate it or potentially, reverse it, but it'll take him quite a while to do so. I just hope he's just given enough time to do it. Price is being manipulated a lot. I bet Mexi and Gate are the reason for the boiling past week. The majority of the volume is being taken up by the likes of Gate with 26% and Mexi of 28%. So those two definitely control the most of that, and they have bots as well. So they're definitely manipulating the price of Kaspa, which is quite frustrating. But again, that's always going to happen with any project. Even BlackRock, even Bitcoin's being manipulated by BlackRock on Wall Street. So you can't do nothing about it. All you could do is just try and follow along with them, and hopefully that you can be the fish that swing along with the whales. Should at least report the realized gains, profit taken. But yeah, okay. With that being said, I believe that is the majority of the big announcement for this stream. I apologize to stream it's a little bit, probably bit disorientated, a bit rushed today. I literally just got into this place with my family, said hello to my nan, and then just set up my stream. I literally just landed. So, yeah, bit rushed. I apologize for that. But either way, I think it's a big announcement coming today. And again, if you want to learn more, I'll put these sources in my Discord server about Natra, about Tangem, about Binance, about everything here. I'll be putting in my server. You go check it out there. You can read up for it for yourself and research into yourself. Again, do your own research. But that being said, thank you all once more for joining these streams. I'll be doing these again 121 days I think in a row. So you should really leave a like, share, subscribe for more. If you want to know about crypto, check out my Discord server right here. And yeah, I think that's been an hour now, so I'll be catching you all in the next one. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll let people know my Discord server what time it will be. I'm hoping it will be around 4 p.m. But yeah, hopefully you got to have a good Thanksgiving. And yeah.